Okay, good day. My name is Agbo Sunday from CAD Social Technology. Welcome to our training section. Okay, in our previous video, we explained the drawing tools, right? Okay, so in this video, we are going to look at the modifying tool. Okay, all the shape that we have drawn during our last section. We are going to see how we can modify the shape one by one using all the modifying tools. Okay, as you can see, we have this particular shape here. Okay, this is a square shape, a distance of 10 meter by 10 meter. Okay, that is 10,000 millimeter by 10,000 millimeter. Okay, so on the modifying toolbar here, the first thing we have is the erase. Okay, so what I mean by erase is to delete, right? Delete something. Okay, and as I said, you can see all of them under the modifying tool on the menu bar here. Okay, so we have erase here. So now what you do is that now for you to modify any object or any drawing, you need to select that particular object. Okay, so now if I select this now the first one is to erase, right? So if I click on erase, it will go. Okay, so I'll delete it. Okay, so that's the function of erase. Okay, so I can press Ctrl Z to bring it back. That is undo to bring it back, right? Okay, another way of erasing, again, you can highlight it again, right click and then click erase. Okay, so that is another way you can erase again in AutoCAD, and then at the same time you can also highlight and then press delete on your keyboard, and at the same time you delete it again. So these are different approaches you can remove an object on AutoCAD, okay, or delete an object in AutoCAD. Okay, so the next command or the next tool is copy. Okay, so now for you to copy, let's say you need this particular shape, this shape we are having here, you need it within this environment. Okay, you need it in another location, so you can just highlight it again, go to copy it, click on the copy, then click on the object, click on the object I want to copy it, and then move it to the direction. That's by pasting it, by clicking. You can paste as much as you can, but mind you, if you want to paste, for example, if I want to paste around here, which the movement is supposed to go diagonally, then you have to remember our last video where we say we should off our auto mode. So you see, if I off it, I can be able to paste here, paste here, paste here. Okay, so this is how you use your copy and paste, right, in AutoCAD. Okay, so I'll press undo again to take me back to my image or the object that I'm using. Okay, the next tool is mirror. Okay, now for us to understand the mirror very well, I'll add another shape. So let's say I add a shape here. Okay, I add this particular shape here. Okay, now mirror means is to turn your drawing to an opposite side or in an angle side. Okay, so depending on where you are turning it to. So if I highlight it now, go to my mirror, okay, and then I click here, you see you mirror it like this. Okay, so now instead of that shape, now the other shape to face down is now facing upright. Okay, so if it's okay by you, then I click OK. Now they ask you erase source objects. Okay, do you want to erase the source object, that is the one that you are seeing now, the existing object? Now do you want it to erase, or you want to keep both of them, the mirrored and the source object? Do you want to keep two of them? So if you want to keep two of them, erase source object, you say no. That is by pressing N, right? You press N and then click enter. So you see that they keep two of them now. So if I undo and then do the same thing again, and then I said I go to mirror and then I mirror it again. Okay, and then say erase source object, and then I press Y, which is here, and I enter. See, it now remove the source object and place only the mirrored object. Okay, so this is how you use your mirror. So you can mirror it to any side, any shape, any direction you want to mirror your drawing to. You understand? So that is how you use your mirror. And then the next one is offset. Offset means that for you to have your line in a parallel side at a specific distance. That is parallel line at a specific distance. Okay, so let's say this line we have here now, I want to have this line at a specific distance along this horizontal axis, or you can use this one along the vertical axis. Okay, so now let's say I want to offset this one. Now I want to get this line at a specific distance to this direction, let's to the right now. So what you do, you just click on offset. Okay, now they say specified offset distance, right? Okay, and then put, let's say I put 2000. Okay, 2000, when I enter. Okay, so I'll click on this line and then I'll take it to the direction I want it to go. So I can take it along no matter the distance, or no matter how I take it away from the drawing, it will still place it at the distance of 2 meters, which is 2000. Okay, and then you can still use, let's say if I can still click here and then take it to this direction and it will still place. So depend on where you want to place it. Okay, I can do the same thing to this side, do the same thing here, do the same thing here, do the same thing here, or take it inside, take it inside. You understand? So you can be able to get your line at different distance. You understand? Different directions as well. Okay, so now you can for you to exit your command, you can press escape. Let's say any command that you are using, if you want to exit it, like you want to drop that command, you can press escape on your keyboard. Okay, all right, so let's continue. We have our next tool here, which is array. Okay, now the work of array is to produce your drawing in a multiple format. Okay, like multiple ways, like having it like almost the same with offset, but this one is being done automatic and you have quite number of it at the same time. Like at the same time you are having different number of this particular shape. You understand? So that is what the array, as you can see the symbol, having it in a multiple way. Okay, so I can now highlight it, go to array, click on array, and then I click on the object. Okay, then you see number of side now 4. That is, the row is 4, column is 4. You see, if it is okay by you, you leave it at that, or let's change it to 5, and then the row offset. What is your row offset? You can leave it at that one. What is your column offset? And leave it at that one. If you want to specify the angle, you can specify it as well. Okay, so after that, just click OK. Okay, so if you zoom this now, if you zoom this drawing, you see we having it in different direction at an offset of 1 millimeters. You understand? So that is how you use your array. Okay, so we'll go back again. Okay, so we'll go back, and the next tool we have here is move. Okay, now move is the same thing with copy, just the difference is that if you move the object now, you will no longer see the original copy again, right? So you highlight it, click on move, click on the object you want to move, and then move it. Okay, so that is about move. So you can move so that you see the original is no longer there. Okay, then the next one is rotate. Okay, so before we do the rotate, I still need to add a particular shape so that we can be able to differentiate it. Okay, so now rotate now is, let's assume this is our front now. Let's assume this is our front, and then we want the front now to face our right. Okay, instead of this down. So I'll highlight it, then I'll go to rotate, then I click on the point you want to rotate it. Let's click here, and then I now rotate. See, done. So it's almost the same with mirror, but mirror is still different, right? Okay, so that is how you use your rotate. Okay, then the next one is scaling. Scale. Okay, scale. The next one is scale. What that one does is that you want to reduce. Let's say you have this particular shape now. Let's say I have this shape, and then based on your drawing that you are doing, this shape that you are doing is not into dimension, right? This particular shape is not into dimension and you want it to enter, or let's say this particular shape, now this new one we draw is not into dimension and you want this particular shape to enter. So depend on the one that is dimension. The one that is dimension, now you cannot scale that one. Like this is already dimension and this is a constant, this is the exact dimension. You don't need to scale, because if you scale it, it will reduce the size, you understand, of the object. So if this one not have dimension, or this one does not have dimension, if it is this one, then you need to increase this. If it is this, then you need to reduce this. So let's say you want to reduce this one now. So what you do is highlight it, go to scale, and then click on the object, okay, and then press 0 point, because based on how you are reducing, you are going below 1. If you are increasing, you are going above 1. So if you are increasing and you are writing 1 point something, the based on how we are decreasing, now we are writing 0 point something. So let's say I write 0.5, so I reduce it by half. So you see, I reduce it by half, but it's still big. So I'll click, and then I'll put 0.6 this time around, 0.5 again. Okay, so that is that. So you see, I can now be able to move. Okay, move it and paste here. So we discovered that if I want to mention it, I want to make it to center, I need to off my auto mode and possibly off my object snap also, so I can position it the way I want it to position. Okay, so this is how you use your scale. Okay, there's stretch. Stretch is the same thing with let's say you click and then you want to stretch your line. So you see, stretch it along the direction of the line, right? Okay, so undo again. Okay, so you go back, also undo. Okay, so now the next one is trim. Okay, so now the importance of trim is that it will now trim away unwanted lines. Okay, the one that you don't, for example, now I see this line now is joined together with this, like it intersect. One thing to understand, before you trim, the line that you want to trim must intersect another line, because if you don't intersect, you cannot trim. Okay, so you pick your trim, right? When you pick your trim, make sure you press enter on your keyboard first before you start using it, so you can now click on the line. So let's say I want to remove this particular line, I cannot click it to go. Let's say I want to remove this one, I click it to go. But this particular one I can no longer trim again because it did not intersect. So this is how you use your trim. Okay, so I can stop the through and then pick the next one. The next one is extend. Okay, extend is the opposite side of trim, like extend what you trim back, or extend a particular line to meet other line. Okay, so now this line I can extend it to meet with this line, so I'll click extend. Okay, and make sure when you pick your extend, you have to press enter on your keyboard as well before it will work. Okay, then now you see this line, I cannot extend it because I did not have any limit at which it will go. But you see this one, I can extend it because you know that it's going to meet with this. Okay, so this is how we use your extend. Okay, and then we have other tools here that we'll still explain, but we're going to stop this particular section here. In our videos, we will continue to explain more of the tools as we continue to use them. As we start the practical, we can explain more of the tools, anyone that we have not explained. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and then we'll see you in our next video.